Hailing from Great Britain, so iconic that it didn't change really much for 4 decades, the Mini stands out undeniably as one of the most recognizable cars of all time. Created in part due to a fuel crisis after the Suez War in 1956, the Mini was close to a perfect design built at exactly the right time. It was small and expensive, full of character, but also, and most importantly, fun to drive. It was a box with wheels. That box went on to win numerous races, most notably the Monte Carlo rallies in the mid-60s. And that was thanks in part to driving legend John Cooper, who enhanced the design with performance parts, and thus the Mini Cooper was born. The Minis we see on our roads today are more expensive and more stylized than the original, and continue to be produced in a variety of versions, like this one, the Mini Countryman All 4S. Now, BMW took over Mini in the late 90s, early 2000s, and their car became bigger, bulkier, bolder, no doubt to compete in the global market. Now, the Monte Carlo rallies are legendary, and this Mini came first place in '64, again in '65, won again in '66, but was disqualified due to having the wrong parts in their headlamps. But that's okay, because they came back and then they won the next year as well. So this vehicle is meant to express individuality. There are so many extras and accessories that you can get. One of the major things that I personally love about the Minis is that they've kept the toggle switches. Now these go back to the classic days. There's your start-stop right there. Love it. Now, although the Minis are owned by German automaker BMW, Mini's British heritage is promoted on these models through this Union Jack motif on the tail lights. The body lines on the front and back have been sculpted to appear more vertical, and overall, this gives the exterior a more rugged and aggressive look. Now, with its raised up suspension, all-wheel drive, and a larger size compared to the regular Mini Cooper, there's no doubt in my mind that this vehicle is out to compete in the luxury subcompact crossover market. But I wouldn't go off-roading in this thing. There's no downhill descent control, there's no lockable differentials, there's not a lot of ground clearance. I'd stick to the gravel roads. While this version isn't as quick or as nimble as its tinier siblings, this Mini still allows your family to enjoy the original characteristics that made Mini famous.